benefit our communities. These are our kids. These are our future. And I don't see how, year after year, I sign up for each one of them, and we never have a standing committee meeting. Never.
So then the question is, what's the process? Is there a chair voted in that would coordinate that? I mean, are there restrictions that prevents us from doing that?
I'm the chair, and I could appoint you if you choose to be the chairperson of that committee.
So then what's your concern then? I mean, if you're the chair. Okay.
Well, I have not been able even to do the agenda. I'm supposed to be the chairperson, I'm supposed to develop the agenda, and I was not given that option. So, once again, I come here month after month trying to make changes because, this is not just for my kid, it's for all the kids, and nothing gets done.
So, help me understand. These advisory standing committees were identified and defined by this group, right?
By the CAC guidelines. If you go online, there's a CAC guideline, and it's wonderful ideas. I mean, you have all these different suggestions, all these different forms that you could give out to people and parents and, gather it up and find out how we could help our communities. That's not being done. I mean, I'm the chairperson, and I do want to make a change, and I do want standing committees, and I want it open to the public because my concerns might be different from these parents here. And I want it to be open. I want it for parents to voice their concerns, so I can go back to John Riley or my district and say this is what is needed in this area in our schools. That's what I would love to see happen.
To answer your question maybe further, the bylaws are where you find which standing committees there are. And so they should be in your binder. There's a tab for bylaws, and so that gives a description, although here there's a general description.
Right.
So there's a Martina that would let you know what they are.
What I'm hearing is that there has been a call by you and others perhaps to get these committees to be active.
Right, active. I want to be
My
active.
question is, has there been a discussion about who wants to get involved in these committees and then maybe prioritize?
Yes, we've always signed up for each one of them. And then when we ask to have a meeting, there's always so many roadblocks that we can't have a committee meeting.
They've been denied in the past. Now we're changing that. Now we're going to go on with what needs to be done the proper way. So now people need to vote to be on which committees they want and, follow the actual bylaws. And when you want a meeting, you have it. Like, in other words, you would approach Martina and say, we need to have a meeting on public affairs, and why. And then she'll do the agenda.
And remember that if you choose and if you want to have it in your district and you have a facility open to us, and you reserve it, we could go ahead and go at Rwanda. I know OMSD has facilities, and I was able to secure one, so the time constrictions won't be there at the last meeting, but it was denied. But if you're we're all busy with our kids. I work full time, and to make it to a time and a location that is more it's more accessible to parents. A committee meeting, yeah, a committee meeting. So you could voice your concerns. Parents could voice their concerns because my concerns are very different from other parents. They have different issues, different things that are not being addressed.
Was the committee, these type of committee meetings really the place? I mean, wouldn't it be an open forum, having an open forum to kind of understand what are the concerns within each of our districts, and then us as representative bringing that to these
sound more like
committees?
little worker meetings. Like we're going to need to get someone together for this transitional fair because someone has to plan who's coming.
Right.
Like who's coming to that transition? I'm back on the transitional fair. not transition.
Oh, I'm sorry, transition will be someone from preschool, somebody from elementary, and someone from the high school.
Which one would you be concerned about?
Transition.
I'm just wondering if we're gonna plan that. And so that's how we got on the idea of these standing
How you
committees.
can do it is whoever votes to be on these committees, you tell her that you want to set up a meeting, and then she doesn't, and she'll do the agenda 5 days and send it to you guys, whoever's on the committee. Which is 1, 2, 3. You guys better all pick all of them. Because you're it, 'cause I can't vote.
No, we have more people coming. I just want to see how it works, so I'm just not how we're gonna.
We might, we'll probably get somebody from Chino and JP, but that's it, that's 2 more people. And usually, unfortunately, due to conflicts and all that, there's a lot of times where board members can't make it. So I suggest if you guys can do it, nominate yourself for all of them. This way, you know, there's a voice.
No, I mean, in the past, I've just gone to the elementaries, and I have gone to CAC flyers, and I've handed them out to the principals, and they have it in front of their office. But, you know, it's really hard to get to 22 different elementaries. It's very hard for one person that works full time.
Okay, we're going to discuss representation later.
Right, we're going to go ahead and discuss promoting community involvement.
We're going to do something about increasing the representation. Include more people who can stand by and act as voting members if someone's hired.
We would have to change the bylaws, and
That
by,
can be done.
yeah, and if you sign up for public information and membership committee, that could be done.
Sure.
So are we making our choices? We just hand it in to you?
Right. Yeah. So, okay, who wants to be in the public information?
They just handed
Or this-
But
You want
we
us
don't
to
have
do it?
access to that.
Yeah, she
So-
doesn't, she's not aware, that's what I'm trying to tell her. It's just like taking a private vote. You
Yeah.
can't do that. This is a public forum.
She could read them.
She has to.
It's
or
not
she
an
can
action.
read it.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
know,
a-
but-
it's just a discussion, but I signed up for all 4 of them. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll help out in whichever way I can. And I know, Rose, you indicated parent community education committee. What's this one?
No, that's a 2.
The 2,
It
okay.
didn't look like a 2 the first time, so I tried to make it look like a 2, and it still doesn't look like a 2.
Community
Sorry.
information and membership committee. Rose?
My first choice was Parent and Community Education Committee and Public Information, and Membership Committee was my second choice, but I would gladly serve on both of those. And then I added the 3 to the art and writing contest. I couldn't go 4th. Sorry, Martina.
That's okay. I know, we're all busy.
Ellie did too.
No, it doesn't say that I can't be on the committees.
Usually-
I don't see where, I just can't go. I want to be on all of them.
Good job.
Wants to be on all the committees. And Mr. Sherman wants to be in public information and membership committee and parent and community education committee. Thank you. And then we're going to D3.
I said no.
It's not in.
Yeah, just kidding. That was a joke. Can you read mine out loud?
Sharon said number 1 will be public information and membership committee and parent and community education committee. And you got Mama Nova. She's all 4. And now we're going to discuss D3, promoting community involvement.
Now, would you like to contact the regional center? How do we contact the public?
regards to
Flyers.
to CAC, to come to the presentations, to come to one of the meetings, you know, voice their concerns.
And promoting community involvement would also include changing the bylaws so we can have some community people come in and be board members that maybe give ABA services, a speech pathologist, all that stuff. We've talked about that in the past, but unfortunately, we've been, you know, a brick wall went up, but it's really important to bring in the community. You know, the community is a big part of when our children grow up to be adults.
Right, and we do have a member here, she's from the Dyslexia Association, and I mean, I have tons of questions for her. Not that my child's dyslexic, but there's a couple of children I know that are dyslexic, and, you know, I don't know how to help them, and so I'm referring a lot of parents to her.
which is perfect, right? That's what we're supposed to do.
Right. And promoting community involvement, we used to have a regional center rep, long time ago, even before your time, no longer, and I really
Have we asked, or they just because of?
well, we tried to get community involvement and a brick wall went up, so I'll just say brick wall, short and easy. But now that, you know, CAC is kind of functioning different, I really think we need to ask Inland Regional Center or San Gabriel Regional Center to see if they'll send a rep. You know, because a lot of times they would give a list of things that they would be doing in the community, things that our children might need. They would, education things, presentations, they bring flyers.
So I think as far as promoting community involvement, how do we send our flyers out now? Do they go to like all the special ed children in all the districts? That's, yeah,
It would be
That's the
noted
problem.
for each district and each school site. And every year I send a card out to the teachers that we have, to the office managers, and ask them for updated. They send the cards back with how many kids they have in their class to hand out. I'm in the process of building emails for all the teachers to get it ahead of time to them. But as you know, teachers,
Yeah, totally.
it is always a constant working project.
Well, I think that's a good start, promoting community involvement, just making sure that the flyers get out to all the children, special ed, it goes in their backpack.
And it's not just special ed, you gotta remember, we're talking about inclusion, and your child's included, so when they send out these flyers, your child's not gonna get one because your child's in the general education class.
How about anybody with an IEP? That would include everybody with speech and language or adaptive
That'd be
needs.
good.
But that would take somebody that opens up the mail to know that teacher would get a
But
flyer.
even when your child's fully included, because if they have an IEP, there would be a special education staff designated as their case manager.
Sorry, we do have someone.
So
Like
it's
you would
oftentimes in elementary, it's a resource specialist.
But I mean, but
It does fall through the cracks. It
yeah,
does.
that's why you would go back to your board members and say, Ed Connect, use it. When CAC is having a presentation 5 days prior, Ed Connect is the phone system that they use to say, your child's been absent, or we're having open house. They can actually set it up for kids that are on IEPs, kids that are on 504 plan. They can set up a master list just for that. I always suggest make it general because there's a lot of parents that we find out that they know something's wrong with their child. They want to help their child, and the school's saying no, 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 and they want to go to these presentations and they have no idea. So I always suggest that it goes out general. That's just a suggestion.
So that would be something that we have to talk to our districts individually about.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't force them to
And
send a
well,
flyer out.
it's free. It's free. It takes maybe 30 minutes to set up. At first, to set it up, there is a time configuration and stuff like that. But then once they do it, or if they send it out general ed, it only takes 5 minutes. No time at all. And everybody gets it. They get that message.
There was a discussion at PAC at one point of using the various systems they had. Unfortunately, at that time, many of the districts felt that the